Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another video upload from Aspie with Attitude. You're right now watching an autistic YouTube content creator channel. And to introduce myself, my name is David. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I have autism, have some speech difficulty, speech impairment and a speech impairment. I have Asperger's syndrome, and that's why I call myself an Aspie. And so I just quickly stand up and just tighten myself up. So what's happening now is, since the picture quality's got a little bit better, I had a bit of a camera upgrade just a couple of days ago. At the time I was actually filming this on the 6th of January 2024. And please let me know in the comments down below, if you're a regular viewer, how the picture quality is these days. Pretty much this kind of picture quality in life hack videos will all begin from episode 324. But right now, you're watching episode 322. It's something similar to what I did back in episode 316 and also 317. How I actually pretty much went for the autistic Facebook groups looking for images that depicts autism. And this is the very third time that I'm actually doing this, which happens that I stumbled across this image in the Asperger's syndrome Facebook group, which is something I'm actually going to be kind of reviewing in a way. As a disclaimer, well, this is how I think about Asperger's or Aspie. I had once said this back in episode 178, something that I did premiere back on the 1st of June 2021, which I called Toxic Autism Advocacy, as I just remembered that far back. Well dudes, this is almost 2 years ago that I've actually made this episode to clarify on Aspie or Asperger's. Well, just to get on with it then, and I can tell you what I'm doing for a script, how I actually pretty much got everything all on a whiteboard. Oh yes, like I had to draw cartoons, so like I'll be using this as a script for this video content. As I'll put it down, and you'll see on the top left is that image again once I sit down. And time to get on the video then. We're talking about Asperger's syndrome and what it means to be an Aspie, which number one is how society sees us. Well dudes, like you see a cartoon depiction of Albert Einstein and Bill Gates here, and I think that's how society really sees us, as that we are beyond brilliance, as I'm trying to say here, and also plus we're all just like geniuses and all that. Yeah, you can only see Albert Einstein and Bill Gates, and also plus I could drop a couple of names like Nikola Tesla, Elon Musk as the number two names to pretty much drop, which is pretty much in the same boat as that, considering that Albert Einstein, Bill Gates, Nikola Tesla and Elon Musk are all Asperger's, considering that it was Albert Einstein who discovered that energy equals mc squared. Well, worse things happened with nuclear bombs. Yeah, it's just something we wish that was never been invented. And for Bill Gates, pretty much like come up with a user-friendly software with Microsoft and Windows, which made computer easier for us, allowing us to get to where we are these days. That's all thanks to Bill Gates. And also plus Steve Jobs did a similar thing to what Bill Gates were doing, since that Steve Jobs was also on the spectrum. Well, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates were rivals. And then you got Nikola Tesla, the autistic individual who almost used the Earth's magnetosphere as a superpower plant over 100 years ago. So we're talking about 120 years ago here now. And definitely Elon Musk, so far, successfully launched 2 rockets bigger than the Soviet N1 that was built in the 1960s. So it means you get up to 30 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Well, that was all done by Elon Musk. So this is how society sees Asperger's syndromes and views Aspies. So that's pretty much done with the top left corner of that image. Now I want to get to the top center now, how our neurotypical friends sees us. So there's a cartoon depiction of Sheldon Cooper. So as it happens though, like with Sheldon Cooper, if you don't know, he's one of the characters out of the 2010's classic American sitcom called The Big Bang Theory, and pretty much like it shows all the autism traits, and particularly like talking about clothes here, like you can always see how I'm actually wearing pretty much the same stuff. If you've been following my YouTube channel for quite a while now, it's just the same thing with Sheldon Cooper, who was always wearing the graphic t-shirts over a long sleeve t-shirt, and he's always wearing the same jeans and always has the same hair. So like I'm only going to stick to talking about Sheldon Cooper, and for a moment though, I did talk about this back in episode 139, which was something that I just generally uploaded on the 10th of October 2020, which happens to be Autistic in Fiction number 2. Therefore, Sheldon Cooper is just not a real person. He was just a character from Big Bang Theory. And I'm going to have to now jump into the top right corner of this image and like how our parents see us. You've pretty much seen all these real awkward looking stick figure objects, like how in the back you've got a group of neurotypicals at play doing jump rope, and pretty much in the foreground there's an individual sitting there just reading a book. And just so happens that our parents probably see us just doing our own things and pretty much not trying to be jump rope, like probably not all that interesting I guess, probably more interested in reading a book than jumping rope. It's pretty much like how my mum and my stepfather right now would actually see me doing making this YouTube content talking about Asperger's syndrome there. And that's one point of view our parents may see us once we're on the Asperger's syndrome, or we're generally Aspies. And I'd like to get to the bottom left now. We can just see how the media sees us, and there's a cartoon depiction of Spock from Star Trek. So like it was more than 50 years ago this character was invented, just pretty much as a humanoid alien, and I've also talked about this in Autistic in Fiction number 2, something I did for episode 139, and already said the dates before. I just want to get back to the cartoon once again. And what Spock is saying is social interaction, not very exciting or interesting. So like that's what I almost just said. And I can see there's a bit of a depiction of black and white thinking. And that's how the media probably tries to portray sort of like what Asperger's syndrome is. But I reckon not exactly though, like, and everything like that too. I don't really believe that Sheldon Cooper has that kind of black and white thinking either. So like, if you're a big fan of Star Trek, you definitely will understand Spock. We're actually more into Star Wars over Star Trek. So I just want to move on to the bottom center of this image, which is number 5, like how we see us. Well, pretty much though, like it's got some random dude like, oh, I miss my planet. I just kind of look like a bit of a zoned out kind of dude, like, and everything like that. Oh, I don't know if it's right to call Aspie nerds, since I actually see myself as a nerd myself as well. Yes, this is the way I see myself there, like, once again, just always wearing the same clothes, I've got the same routines, like how much I love my Lego and my plants, and the way I dress, and the way I play around with fidget spinner. So I guess that's who I really am, and it's been like this pretty much my whole life, and pretty much embraced it since the 26th of May 2018, which has been that long. Oh yes, 322 uploads later, that's been that long. And finally, I want to get to the bottom right, which happens to be like number 6, how I really are. So like pretty much the words are a bit mixed up there as well. So who are we and everything like that. I pretty much write on the whiteboard as the same as everyone else in mainstream society, which gets to be true, like just seeing myself as a real high functioning person, being able to live independently and to be able to really work on my YouTube videos. So like, this is pretty much what Asperger's syndrome could be like, and how an Aspie could be depicted. And the way I feel about being autistic really though is, like, I've always believed that with neurotypicals, their brains will be turning clockwise, and for people who are actually autistic, the brains will be turning anti-clockwise, and we're able to carry on pretty much the same type of tasks that all normal people will do. So anyway, that's it for this cartoon. Yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Something that I found in the Asperger's Syndrome Facebook group. Since that, I pretty much almost had enough of this. So like, way before I finish off this video is, yeah, please subscribe to Aspie with Attitude. That's all I ever ask for in terms of support, especially if I've just upgraded my camera equipment. And also, please don't forget to ring the notification bells if you want to keep up to date with Aspie with Attitude. And also, please don't forget to like and share this video content around. That way, you're showing more support for my channel, Aspie with Attitude. Well, dudes, this is actually really getting to 2024 now. And the way I'm always going to pull this one off is with a fidget spinner on my nose. And I like to say, here we go. And I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this YouTube content. And peace and respect, and see you next time. And please don't forget to leave a comment what you think of the picture quality from my previous videos. And see you next time once again.